young samurai. I smoke a spliff in the cut, then I pass a line to my bro. No fuck with my flow. Couple bad bitches and a cup of that Joe. So it's just THC.
Hey yo, I appreciate it if you could hit that like button right about now.
BBN, Jackfruits, what's up party people? Hey, before the video even start, hit that like button, subscribe, and join the notification squad. Hashtag Bronx Bonus. Let's get it. Alright, first thing I want to bring up, Jackfruit Show. First thing I want to bring up is YouTube has decided that they are going to demonetize almost every single video that I have because my last couple of videos were too pro or not enough negativity. I had a couple of videos go up. Hold on, I'll tell you exactly which ones they was, and I'll tell you the one that started the problem. I have a video that went up that says Charlottesville riots and how it affects the presidency. Now, they not only demonetized that one immediately after it went up, but they also made it so basically it was invisible to everybody unless you was already subscribed to me. So if you were not subscribed to me, you couldn't see it. So now they have decided to make almost all of my videos invisible to everybody who is not subscribed to me. White supremacists attack LeBron James, which they did over Twitter, and I'm not cursing on any of these videos, nor am I speaking foul language. That's also been demonetized. Charlottesville's protest, that's also been demonetized. Teen spends 1 year in Rikers. That's the one that spent the year in Rikers due to police and DA corruption. That has been demonetized. My story on Michelle Blair, who was the lady that killed her children, that has been demonetized. Do you see what they're doing? And then they just look like they just randomly demonetized anything that looks like it was doing good numbers, and just randomly demonetizing things. For whatever the case is, someone at YouTube wants to run me off of the platform. I can't think of any other reason for them to be just demonetizing this is retarded. Everything is demonetized. Everything. This is just retarded. That, you understand? They just randomly just demonetizing everything, trying to get me to quit YouTube. I have started a Patreon page. My Patreon page should be up in the next 1 to 2 days. I'm going to be moving all of my videos on here, because I saved everything. I'm going to be moving all of my videos from YouTube over there, at least the majority of them. And also, I'm going to be putting back in the parts that I edited out in order for YouTube to allow them to be put up in the first place, because there's a ton of footage that I've just edited out because I don't want to get into it with YouTube over, you know, not even copyright issues, but just over, you know, decency issues. So crazy. So I'm going to be opening up a Patreon page. It's going to be $1 a month, and you'll be able to get the same content here. Well, not really the same content. You'll be able to actually get more content, because now I'll be able to be as blunt as I would like to be, and also I'll be able to include all information that I've been editing out in most of these videos. And the discussions will be obviously with adults, and I won't have to worry about children seeing the content. So therefore, I mean, I'm not going to have like porn or anything. Like I don't deal in that. But I'm not going to have to worry about children seeing the content. So I'm going to be able to be a little bit more loose with the creative direction in which I'm going in. So I just want to let everybody know about that. I love y'all guys. I just want to be able to give y'all what my vision is. And it seems like YouTube doesn't want me to make YouTube videos anymore. That's all I could assume. I sent them a email. They'll get back to me when they get back, but obviously they're censoring me for whatever their reasonings is, and that's just what it is. That's just what it is at this point. Alright, so get to the actual. So Charlottesville, this is a very, very pivotal thing that's happening, whether people are paying attention to it or not. Also, like, you gotta be worried. You gotta be worried about when things like this happen, especially when we have the stuff that's going on in Korea. You have to be wary when things like this happen, because sometimes I'm not gonna call it a false flag, but you know, sometimes it's just, you know, the left hand saying look over here while the right hand is doing stuff. So there's a reason why they call it the left party and the right party, right? leftists and rightists, all rights, all left. There's a reason, all right? So, usually they're saying, look over here while they're doing something over there, and that's what it is. So sometimes we gotta be a little bit wary when these things happen, but this is not something I'm particularly wary about, although the timing is a little skeptical, because I remember hearing about them fighting over this months ago, maybe about over a year ago. I remember hearing about them fighting over this, about how these people want to remove the freaking statue, and then all of a sudden, the neo-Nazis and the KKK and the white supremacists all said, no, you don't. That's our hero. We don't want to remove it out of that specific area. They're all idiots, because what they should have been trying to do is, you want this piece of whatever the hell it is so bad, is try to buy it. How about that? And then move it to wherever the hell you want to have it at. Why does it have to stay there? Right? Why does it have to stay there? First of all, these people probably don't want you in their town in the first place, because y'all probably got some kind of weird rituals y'all do when y'all come to town and you know, hooting and hollering and then, you know, worshiping this guy's feet. You understand what I'm saying? First of all, you're worshiping the guy that lost the war. So, whatever. And then, on top of that, to add insult to injury, you're going somewhere where you're not wanted. So you're going somewhere where you're not wanted, spending your money somewhere where you don't want to spend your money at. They don't even want you there. You're improving their freaking economy every whenever you decide to go visit this statue of this dude. Like, you might as well just try to say, hey, y'all don't want the statue there. Y'all should put in some papers into the court system to buy the freaking statue. How about that? You didn't think that far ahead, right? Why? Because you're so busy trying to stop people from doing something. You know, like that. That's what we got to pay attention to. A lot of times people just so busy trying to stop other people from doing something that they don't think, you know what can I do? You know, how can I improve the situation? Instead of thinking like that, people are saying, you know what, I'm not going to let you do that thing you're trying to do because I don't want you to. Instead of saying, okay, do that thing you're trying to do. That's just going to help me do some other stuff even better. So that's where they're at with that. And all of this is just foolish and shenanigans. Also, we want to give a condolence to the young lady's family that passed away. Sorry, I think her first name was Heather. I can't remember her name offhand right at the moment. We want to send our condolences over here at the BBN because that's just sad that something like that had to happen because some fool just... That was just tragedy all the way around, you know. But he's going to probably spend a lot of time in prison. Yeah, he's going to probably... Him and his homeboy. He was actually in a car with two other people that they got arrested. One for weapons possession and another one for... I forgot what the other one got arrested for. But one of them was arrested for weapons possession. And just so 3 guys got arrested. And he's going to spend some time in prison because that he killed someone. He killed someone, right? Vehicular manslaughter. 2nd degree, that's what they're charging him with. Then he left the scene of an accident that resulted in a death. And there's another charge that they're charging him with. I just can't remember it offhand. So he's in all types of problems. So, you know, and deservingly so because he shouldn't have did what he did. And that's just what that is. So moving on. Also, we have football season coming back, and I'm a Giants fan, so I'm definitely going to be following football. And every week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick 4 players that you should buy, or I'm going to pick 4 players that you should buy, and I'm going to have 4 players that you should release, like or sit. Pardon me, sit. You know. No. So every week I'm going to have 4 players that you should play, or 4 players if you have them you should sit. Because, you know, I'm gonna go do the numbers and I'm gonna bust them charts and we're gonna see if I could help y'all, you know, make a little bit better decisions during the draft and we see how that go. Moving on. Okay. Now, a while back I made a not Nicki Minaj. Well, it was a Nicki Minaj video, but it was actually a Cardi B video, and I explained how Remy Ma hurt Nicki Minaj so bad that Cardi B was about to move into her spot. And I believe I also said in the video that they probably demonetized that video, them rat bastards. I also had a part in the video where I actually said that Nicki Minaj is going to probably try to become friends with Cardi B because there is no being friends with Remy. That bridge is just comes to find out, she did actually try to become friends with Cardi, and at the same time tried to throw shade at Cardi. Look, man, us dudes think we know petty. We don't know petty, right? Women know petty, my dude. And what they doing right now between the two of them is petty. But it's good TV and it's working. And like I said, Cardi B will be taking Nicki Minaj's spot because Nicki Minaj messed up in a couple of different areas in my belief. One, she messed up when she let her and Safari split because he had her sound. Alright, hold on a second. Because he had her sound, alright? When you, okay, everybody stop. Everybody that's trying to say, oh, if Nicki Minaj writes her own stuff. No, she don't. Stop it. She doesn't write her own stuff. But that's okay. He had her sound, okay? When you find a good songwriter, and there's just certain songwriters that just work well with certain artists, like, it's the same way in the case of when you have, like, a Beyonce or a Rihanna or you know, whoever you have out there, like Michael Jackson. Even though he wrote a lot of his own stuff, there's people who he collaborated with. And you know, when you collaborate with certain people, you just make certain music, and you just, you know, it's just, you know, better. The quality of the music is just better. So yeah, she messed up one when she left this dude, Safari. She needs to really make amends with him if he's willing. He's probably willing. There's still money, you know, at the end of the day. I think he sent an overture out there when he made the point that he wanted to give her a baby. And, you know, he didn't have the opportunity, or he didn't, or whatever the case was. So that's one thing that's definitely, and I'm looking off to the side because I'm remembering, you know, just so everybody know. I'm not looking at, I know I should put my notes over there. If I put notes over there, that'll work, right? Anyway, that's not the point. So she messed up with that, the Safari situation. Two, she messed up with the Meek Mill situation. Not because of all of the reasons why people were just hating on Meek Mills. I don't know why people hate on Meek Mills the way they hate on Meek Mills. Okay, Meek Mills didn't take as many L's as people were giving him. They just, I don't know, people just giving him L's for no reason. I'm gonna give you the perfect example. I go play basketball, right? There's certain people that I go play basketball with, no matter how much good I do, they just look for things to nitpick about. Why? Because they don't like me. Whatever, nigga. I don't care. You understand what I'm saying? Like, half of the time I'm just out there because I need to just move around and run. I don't want to get fat. You know, you understand what I'm saying? So, like, half of the time I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, sometimes people just not going to like you no matter what you do. You just let them go about their ways. They're going to do it their own selves, enough harm in their lifetime. You know, you worry about you. So, I don't know why people are trying to say Meek Mill's got all these L's. I think people are just giving Meek Mill's L's because they don't like him. I particularly don't really care for Meek Mill's one way or the other. He's alright, he ain't alright, whatever. Whatever, you know. I'm not a fan of his music, but I don't think it's a big deal. Another way that she took the L is she should have never tried to come back at Remy. She should have never did whatever she did that made Remy drop Sheetha. She didn't have to. But what did she do? She had to try to show that she had to know that she didn't have the bars. You know, understand? When you deal with certain people, they think that status is everything. They don't understand the grind. They don't understand that sometimes you grinding, and that's why you ain't running around with, you know, flashing money. Why you're not running around with all the newest stuff, because you in grind mode. You know, you understand? Like, you're grinding right now, so you don't got time. You could have the money, but you don't even got time. You know what I'm saying? You're too focused. You know what I'm saying? Going out there and looking like you're something you're not at this particular moment isn't going to allow for you to be able to stay on your grind. You need to stay suffering. You need to stay on your grind. Some people don't understand that, but it is what it is. And she made a couple of other errors, but I think that those were the three biggest mistakes. She should have never left. She should have somehow kept a business relationship with Safari. That's one. Two is the whole Meek Mill situation. That was just not a good look for her for multiple different reasons. It just wasn't a good look for her. It just wasn't. Like, I don't even think they looked good together. They looked weird together to me. Like, you know, they just look weird together. Am I saying that word wrong? I mean weird? I'm saying the word weird. Anyway, so they just look weird together. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't click for me. It wasn't aesthetically pleasing to my eye. It just looked weird. And third, she should have never messed with Remy in the first place, because that just exposed her. So yeah, so as usual, I try to hit 3 topics. So I hit 3 topics, and that's about it, right? That's about it for this show. Got all 3 topics in. And don't worry, look out for my Patreon page. I'm gonna assume that YouTube is just gonna keep screwing me over from now on until I'm not on here no more. But I am gonna continue to make YouTube videos. They're just gonna be a lot shorter, and the extended versions will be on my Patreon page from now on. So my YouTube videos are probably gonna go from the 10 to 12 minutes that they are now to 3 to 4 minutes, and the extended clips, the extended versions, are gonna be on the Patreon page. So that's what I'm going to be doing from now on, because obviously YouTube does not want my business, and they don't want me on their platform. That's all I could assume. Anyway, let me get some comments down below. I want to know what y'all guys think about all of the topics that I proposed here, and I want to know what y'all guys think about this. So like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. If you haven't joined the notification gang yet, you're playing yourself. I love y'all guys. That's all I got on this one. I'm out.